हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आपका स्वागत है हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल डिक्टेशन क्लब में। आज का डिक्टेशन 80 शब्द प्रति मिनट की गति से होगा, जो कि 5 सेकंड में प्रारंभ होगा।
India's fast rising vaccination numbers, including an impressive 2 crore plus doses on Friday, indicate some states reaching their target of vaccinating all adults much before others. The leaders Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Uttarakhand, and Gujarat have fully vaccinated over 30% and partially vaccinated at least at 80% of adults. Other like Delhi, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Rajasthan, and Haryana have crossed the 70% mark for partial vaccination and range between 24 to 24 to 30% in double crossing adults. But far more populations states like UP, Bihar, Bengal, Tamil Nadu, and Maharashtra are lagging. Para. Yes, in total doses as ministered, UP, Maharashtra, and MP are front runners, but such are their population numbers. They don't have the luxury of compliancy. UP and the Bihar have single dosed over 50% of adults but delivered second doses in to just 10 to 12%. UP has single dosed 7.6 crore people against 2.75 crore by Kerala, but UP still has another 7 crore residents to mop up for the first dose, while Kerala has only 30 lakh participants to find. UP has managed just over 1.6 crore second doses, signaling a long slog on the count too. Para. China, which claims to have fully vaccinated 100 crore persons, sent vaccinators to farms rather than awaited rural folk at vaccine facilities. Some Indian civic bodies have attempted door to door vaccination and mobile vaccination vans to reach the poorest of rural poor and urban migrants, those who cannot escape a workday or without means to travel to vaccination sites, finding them at doorsteps or workplaces may be the only viable option. Reaching outlier adults, children's adults may be trickier than mass vaccine. Children whose turn come next. Children can at least be found through schools and Anganwadis or using the National Immunization Program template. But India's vast informal economy requires unorthodox solutions. Para. Ola has announced that its electric scooter factory will be run entirely by women. Its future factory plans to employ at least 10,000 women, which would make it the largest all women factory in the world. This is an entirely heartening move. While women have been employed in specific labor intensive industries like garments, they are underrepresented in the auto industry and are still barely 12% of the industrial workforce. Factory jobs are Factory jobs are an escape from traditional gender roles, a basis for economic independence, a chance to see oneself in a larger collective. Women's paid work also has ripple benefits for their families and communities. In the West, World War II brought women into the factories and shipyards, a freedom that could not be snuffed out again. China's female factory workers are more mobile and aspirational than before. Even women in so called sweet shops often speak of them as emancipatory. In India, companies like Kirloskar and Hindustan Unilever Limited have created all women plants. India's already low female labor force participation has declined over the last decade all over levels of age, income, and education, but particularly for rural women. This is socially awful and economically hugely costly. If Indian women had the same work participation rate as men, Oxfam estimates a 43% raise in GDP. In a situation of bone deep discrimination, women must be actively prioritized in employment for any hope of real equality. Para. The one misunderstanding about the Bhagavad Gita that has turned away many sincere seekers is that it only promises in enlightenment and asks us to give up the world and its enjoyments. Para. While the Gita speaks of self realization, it also enables you to enjoy life to the fullest, achieve remarkable success in the world as well as happiness. It confers mastery over yourself and the world. It enables you to live like a king, not like a beggar, like a victor, not like a victim. Para. Free yourself from the persecution of the world and become master of the universe. Live like a king by discovering own power. The world will then transform into your playground. You will enjoy every moment of your life and gain inner strength and growth. Para. Krishna assures the diligent aspirant of both enlightenment as well as worldly worldly success. The Bhagavad Gita does not promise a vague post mortem happiness. The benefits can be reaped there and now to gain material prosperity, happiness, as well as spiritual growth. The accent is on the consistency of thought and consistency of applications. Whatever action you perform, whatever you perceive, offer, give, or strive for, do it as an offering to God. Then every ordinary action become worship. You will be freed from the bondage of actions that yield good and bad result, ignorement of their potential, the deluded ignore the spiritual spirit and get caught up with the world and fritter away their lives in the pursuit of pretty insignificant playthings. The Mahatmas, great souls, are anchored in the higher goal, worship the spirit single pointedly. They dedicated all actions to a higher ideal karma yoga. They cultivate love for all beings, bhakti yoga. They are determined in their pursuit till the goal is attained, Janan Yoga. They then attain total freedom from the pairs of opposite in the world. Thus, worship is a constant effort at union with Atman, not a casual, occasional prayer or ritual. Spiritual evaluation is not the exclusive privilege of the chosen few. Krishna accepts even the most wicked pupil, the Rajasic, passionate, and Tamasic, lethargic ones, and offers them liberation. Para Krishna ends by encapsulating the entire spiritual path in one verse. Fix your mind on me, Jana Yoga and Janan Yoga. The intellect fixes realization as the goal and keeps the thoughts focused there. Be my devotee, Bhakti Yoga. Feel for the ideal, pour your heart out to God. Surrender helps calms to mind. It empowers you to go through the ordeals of the world with the fortitude. Sacrifice to me, Krishna Yoga, Karma Yoga. Act in a spirit of sacrifice and service for the welfare of humanity. Dedicate your actions to the goal. Restore it to me. Dissolve your ego. Place your head and heart at the feet of the Lord. Thus, with me as the supreme goal, you shall come to me. Para, the law is as you think, so you become. Elevate your thoughts to the spirit, and the world will be at your feet. The fring benefits of spiritual life are material success and happiness. For weekly webinars on the stop.